skip. This potato is the table. Yeah. Papa, short this boxes. Grade 1. It can work out. Beautiful. Make any take my body. Have it the devil. There can cross. From Kashtabi. Just have to make you first time. Continue into your me. Will it feel aren't you if you could have okay to secret into you? Think Big. For you there. What's a do that? Was any my water CPU powered? Pumpkin if you could ain't going to wake if you want you. You were going there with the bee. Aren't you puppy? What do you have you need me? Moving to be. Here is your improve. Because so you can split your book. Just split our things we do in that like the you could hear.
Ah!
You get good kid. Good kids take wood power. Con tiếp cuối đi. 집에 파치 말 건데. Mira tengo honey. And it wants what you feel big. See, proceed. We built on time. You need to rate my beer.